Hi Fun Stamper Journey friends, this is Jen Gross and I'm going to show you how to make this card. I am using 3 different types of stamps. One is the Starry Night and it is a great celestial stamp. The other one is going to be our Home Sweet Home stamp and I'm actually using the Sediment Life is Beautiful. And the third one is one of my favorites, Natural Wonder. And this is amazing because they're actually taking parts of nature and putting it into the animals. So we're actually going to be using the bear stamp with this. What's cool is the bear is also Ursa or Ursa Major, which is right here. So I think they go together beautifully. So let me show you what you're going to need. We are using 3 different colors. We're using Riverstone, and this is what we're using for the card base. We're using our black licorice, and that's what we're going to go ahead and do some stamping and some other images on. We also have another piece of Riverstone that we're going to do additional stamping on, as well as a piece of Blue Lagoon. The other things you're going to need are the black Journey Twine, the neon, which is sour lemon, and our silver, and these are our silks, and I'll show you how to use those. And then my favorite new item are pan pastels, and we are going to use Cool Pool, and we're also going to go ahead and use the silver. So let me show you what we're going to do for starters. We are going to actually take the black card, and this is cut 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to just fit onto the card base, and you will see how it just kind of frames it out. So the pan pastels are really fun to use. This is one of the tools. It is a paint knife and the socks go over it. You can see this is well used, and it's not going to matter that stuff is on there. You just take a swirl, and we are going to make a swirl of color, and we can go back and we can go over it and enhance it. And so this is going to be part of our night sky. So when you get that to a point that you like, you can stop. Go ahead and take the blue and put it to a side. And then I'm going to take the silver pan pastel and do it again, but isn't that pretty? Do it in the spiral around. So I'm going to actually go up to the edge and I'm going to come over a little bit. And again, you can go into this where you want it and enhance it some more. So it gives you kind of an abstract look. And what's nice, notice, low dust, no dust, which is fantastic. So the 2 things I didn't tell you that we're going to use are our Buttercream True Color Fusion and our Riverstone True Color Fusion inks. So this is our Starry Night, and we are going to go ahead and buttercream this one up. And you just tap it gently, and you can see it's covering the entire stamp. And I'll cover that back up, and then we'll take this, flip it over, put this in the middle here, and we are going to take this and put it right directly over our black licorice, and we're going to press down firmly. And yes, we're doing this right over the pastels. So, and there you go. You see that you've got the Starry Night in the background. You've kind of got a little bit of the haze. I think it's a really pretty look. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the silks, and I've got, again, the yellow sour lemon silk, and this has an iridescent. And if you hear, there's ball bearings in this. This allows you to shake up and make sure you get the iridescence going all over. And so you see the sediment down here? Same thing with the silver. You shake it up, and that ball bearing is going to shake up all that silver and get it into the liquid. And so when you have that good, what we're going to do is do some splashes. We're going to actually take this, and you're going to see that this is just going to go on and leave some little notes and hints of color. You can put it all over. So when you have it the way you like it, you set that one aside and take the yellow. And what I like about the sour lemon, it's a bright neon color. There's some fabulous neon colors we have with this new collection, and it's going to add like little stars. So it'll add just a little pop of color to your card. Now, doesn't that look interesting? Okay, so we're going to set that aside. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our piece of Riverstone cardstock and our Riverstone ink. And this is a tone on tone. So you're going to do the Life is Beautiful and just stamp that up at the top. And see, it's really pretty. It's not overpowering. It just is a very subtle look. Then we're going to take the bear from our Natural Wonder. Make sure that gets good and juicy. And then we're going to stamp him on here as well. Now look at, isn't that gorgeous how you can see the tree line or the night sky in the back of the bear? This, again, is one of my favorite stamps. I think it's fantastic. So, in the magic of video, I have actually already gone and cut these out. Now what we're going to do, you want to make sure that you cut the Life is Beautiful out in kind of this rectangle, because it's going to be used with our Blue Lagoon, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. But what I'd like to do with the bear is also put a little bit of the silver silk on. So we're going to go ahead and shake that up. And I always keep a piece of paper under here because it gets a little messy. And isn't that interesting how, again, I keep saying it's interesting. It's fantastic, it's wonderful, it's creative. And now we can take that away. And you've got your bear. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to take the Life is Beautiful, and we'll take this pan pastel again. Now, you can use pan pastels on any color. I'm going to take the Cool Pool and just gently put it over the top of this. And look, you can see how it's changing the color of it. It's lightening it up. It's taking it just a little different direction there. And so that kind of lightens it up just a tad. Put that to the side. And so what I want to do with this is I want to put it together and kind of make it just a little off center or askew. And I want to make this into a banner. So an easy way to make a rectangle into a banner is to take your scissors and you're going to cut somewhere right in the middle here. You're going to try to, you can eyeball it, you can measure it out, but you're just going to take, and in the middle, you're going to go ahead and you're going to make a snip in as far as you want your banner to go. And then you're going to go from this point to that middle portion where your snip ended. And you've got a triangle piece cut out. And you're going to do the same on this one. And take those out of the way. And you've got your little banner. So this is going to go together like that. Now you're going to take your Journey foam squares. And I've got the small squares and I've got the large squares. I'm actually going to take the large squares. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the foam squares off. I'm going to cut it, oops, let it fly. I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm just going to put it on the back of my Life is Beautiful sentiment. And I'm going to take off the stickers and just put it a little off like that. So we'll set that to a side. And we'll want to bring our card base back. And so our card base we're going to fold in half. Make sure you kind of line that up down here at the end. Go up to the top. Take your bone folder. And there you have your card base and the inside. And then this is dry, and this is going to fit right on top of there. So I grab my tape, and you can put the tape on the actual piece you're putting on here. I like to put it on the actual card base. Everybody's a little bit different. Do what suits you best. Okay. And go ahead and take your card, and we know we kind of eyeball it out to see where it's going to stick. And let it gently fall. And go in and just kind of tap it gently around the edge. And now this is ready for the rest of our pieces. So remember I said we had some journey twine? This is roughly 21-22 inches. And so I do 3 fingers and I hold it with my thumb, circle it around a few times there till it comes in the middle. And then I kind of grab those 2 loose pieces and I hold them and I just kind of pull a little bit here, pull a little bit there. So they're all just different shapes. And so you've got this right here, which is going to be our little bit of embellishment. So the embellishment I'm going to put behind here. And so I want it between the U and the T. And I'm going to take my Journey Glaze, and I like a fine point, so I have got a little tip that I've put on here, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a squiggle here. Not a lot, just enough to hold the Journey twine. So we go back here and just gently set that on there, and there you go. It's going to hold. Then we're going to go back and take another foam square. And again, you can use them whole. I cut them in half. I'm going to put one here and one here. I'm going to take the bear, and I'm going to do the same with the Journey foam squares. This way, you can get into the head area here, you can get into a leg area here, and I think I'm going to add 2 more to that, so I'm going to take one more and cut it in half. I'm going to raise his leg there. I'm going to put another one kind of right in the middle. Okay, so we're going to take our card and adhere the bear. Take off the sticky stuff so you can make it, well, take it off so you can expose the sticky stuff, and just put him down there. And the same with the sediment. 1, 2, and there you go. Now you have your card. Life is beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and happy stamping. I hope you have some fun creations. I can't wait to see them.